lay soft upon the pine. Sunlight climbed the hills one beam at a time. A weathered bell called faithful hearts again, just like it always had. Children laughed along the dusty road. Grandma carried her worn Bible clothes. The porch was full before the preacher came, and every face wore hope. There's a little white church upon the ridge, built by hands that trusted God. Every board was cut with prayer and sweat. Every nail drove doubt away. No marble walls, no stained glass towers, just rough cut oak and mountain flowers. When voices rose, the hill stood still as heaven answered every hymn. This is how Bluegrass gospel used to be. A banjo ringing underneath the trees, old hands clapping, young hearts singing, every soul was finally free. No stage light shining, no worldly show, just humble faith that seemed to grow. This is how Bluegrass gospel used to be, and Lord, bring that spirit back to me. Brother James would tune his old mandolin, Sarah found the harmony. Little Tommy kept the rhythm on a box, smiling from ear to ear. The preacher never hurried grace, he'd stop whenever tears found faces. Every testimony filled the room like rivers after springtime rain. This is how Blue Eyes gospel used to be, a fiddle crying sweet in harmony. Every burden, every sorrow left beneath Calvary. No fame to chase, no crowns to wear, just thankful hearts lifted in prayer. This is how Blue Eyes gospel used to be, and Lord, bring that spirit back to me. Joe takes the melody with bright rolling patterns, mandolin answers with rhythmic chop. Fiddle crease the tune into a soaring mountain leaf frame. The echoes the chorus never ate before the full band returns. No years have changed these winding roads, the shepherd still is calling home. His mercy sounds like mountain streams, forever fresh and clear. The little church may weather storms, its paint may fade beneath the sun, but faith that filled those wooden pews still burns in faithful hearts. When this journey reaches heaven's shore, we'll gather just as once before. Every hymn will rise without an end around our Savior's throne. No parting tears, no fading days, only joy and endless praise. This is how Blue Eyes gospel ought to be. Every note pointing hearts to Thee, banjo ringing, fiddle singing, grace for all who will believe. We'll keep these songs from age to age until we stand before Your face. This is how Bluegrass gospel used to be, and by Your grace may it always live in me. The old church bell still echoes through the hills, not because the wood is never raised, but because the hope it proclaims still endures. The song goes on, one faithful voice at a time. river shining in the light. Someone starts an old-time melody, and every heart joins in. I carried burdens down that winding road, more than these old hands could bear. Then I heard a banjo by the riverside, playing hope into the air. The water rolled, the song rolled too, reminding every soul God's mercy still runs anew. There's a banjo by the river of grace, calling every weary heart to this place. Lay your sorrow, leave your fear, His loving arms are always near. The fiddle sings, the mountains praise, we're walking in amazing grace. There's a banjo by the river of grace, and there's still room for one more face. Grandpa smiled beneath his weathered hat, keeping rhythm with his feet. Children laugh beneath the sycamores, where heaven and earth seem to meet. No riches here, no worldly fame, just thankful hearts lifting Jesus' name. There's a banjo by the river of grace, calling every wandering soul to this place. Every sunrise, every prayer reminds us God is always there. The mandolin rings, the bass walks strong, every saint joins in the song. There's a banjo by the river of grace, leading every heart toward home. Banjo takes a bright rolling solo before the fiddle answers, with a soaring mountain melody melding and dobro trade short phrases, while the upright bass keeps the song moving. When my road grows long and steep, the shepherd never falls asleep. His hand still guides, his light still shines, through every valley I must climb. There's a banjo by the river of grace, still calling every heart to this place. We'll keep singing hand in hand until we reach that better land. The mountains echo, heaven hears, faith grows stronger through the years. There's a banjo by the river of grace, and His love will never fade. The river keeps flowing, the banjo keeps ringing, and grace keeps calling long after the last note fades. The hope remains. On a shelf beside the window, where the morning sunlight fell, lay an old brown hymn book, its pages worn by years of prayer. Mama would smile, brush away the dust, and say these songs have carried me farther than my feet ever could. Her hands were rough from honest labor, her faith was steady as the dawn. She'd hum while stirring Sunday supper, long before the daylight was gone. Every page was bent with living, every verse was marked by tears. Those old songs became our compass, growing stronger through the years. Mama's hymn book never lied. It carried hope through every trial. When the night was long, its song stayed strong, leading weary hearts each mile. Banjos rang, the fiddles cried, grace was always close beside. Mama's hymn book never lied. It pointed every soul to Christ. When the harvest came up empty and the sky refused the rain, Mama opened to a favorite hymn and peace settled in again. Neighbors filled the little kitchen, voices rose in sweet accord. No one left without remembering the promises of the Lord. Mama's hymn book never lied. Its melody stood every tide, every prayer, every tear found a faithful place to hide. Mandolins danced, the bass stood true, mercy felt as fresh as dew. Mama's hymn book never lied. Its message still carries through. The banjo opens with bright rolling patterns before the fiddle takes the melody. The mandolin answers with crisp rhythm while the dobro sings a gentle counter melody. The band builds into a joyful mountain celebration before easing back into the final verse. Now that old house stands much quieter, but her songs still fill the air. When I open those worn pages, I can almost see her there. Children now are singing with me, just as Mama taught us then. One generation tells another, God is faithful once again. When my road grows steep tomorrow and my strength begins to fade, I'll remember every lesson those simple hymns convey. Not by riches, not by pride, but by grace that will abide. The song she loves still light my way and never leave my side. Mama's hymn book never lied. Through every valley, every climb, from childhood days to silver hair, its truth has stood the test of time. We'll lift these songs until we see our Savior through eternity. Mama's hymn book never lied. His faithful love will always guide. The pages may grow thinner, the cover may become worn, but the truth inside still echoes through mountain valleys, family tables, and little white churches. Some songs never grow old because the hope they carry never does. Sun slipped behind the ridge, porch swing moved in the breeze. Someone picked an old familiar tune, and every heart knew the melody. The lane was lined with maple shadows. Grandpa whistled as he walked. Grandma smiled from the front porch rocker, sharing stories as we talked. Children chased the fireflies laughing. Dogs lay sleeping by the gate. Simple days became life's treasure, though we never knew their way. We'll meet at the old home place, where mercy wears a smiling face. No more sorrow, no more pain, only joy that will remain. The banjo rings, the fiddle flies, praise will fill the endless skies. We'll meet at the old home place, forever safe in God's embrace. Sunday bells call through the valley. Every neighbor knew the sound. The little church stood firm and faithful, holy ground on humble ground. Voices rose in mountain harmony. Hearts were lifted high in prayer. Even when the road grew heavy, God's sweet peace was waiting there. We'll meet at the old home place, where every soul has found God's grace. Hands once weary, eyes once dim, now forever walk with Him. The mandolin keeps time with hope. Faith is stronger than the slope. We'll meet at the old home place, where love will never fade away. Banjo launches into an air-headed break before the fiddle carries the melody. Across the mountains, mandolin and dobro answer with joyful phrases, while the upright bass keeps the rhythm rolling. The band builds into a triumphant finale. Those seasons change the hills around us, and old friends answer heaven's call. Love that's built upon the Savior stands the tallest through it all. When my journey here is over, lay no sorrow at my door. Just remember every promise, Christ has gone ahead before. Beyond the rivers, beyond the hills, beyond the last farewell, a brighter morning waits for all who trust the Lord so well. Every tear will disappear, every burden cease. We'll gather round our Savior's throne in everlasting peace. We'll meet at the old home place, where every heart beholds His face. Songs unending, voices strong, heaven joins our grateful song. The banjo rings, the fiddle sings, all creation praises Him. We'll meet at the old home place and worship Christ forevermore. Until that great reunion day, we'll keep these mountain songs alive. Every banjo note, every harmony,